One of my favorite quilts, I bought the 18-inch squares at Ben Franklin back in the 60s, and I think I bought two packages. They were come from some company, and you could buy that enough to make a quilt in one package. And the pattern was stamped on with like iron-ons. I don't know if anybody knows what that is anymore, because I haven't seen any packages of the quilt squares in several years. Some of our not specialty shops, but little places that catered to quilt making, they had several of them. And Walmart right now carries baby quilts, which is one big piece, and they're stacked. And I started it, I was working, so I didn't get much done at a time, and I had 12 of the blocks, and that wasn't enough to cover the whole bed unless you put stripping in it. And I took the quilt with me when I moved to Ohio in 1968. And when I get a chance, I'd embroider a little bit, and I taught two of my daughters to embroider on it, and so they were a big help. And we moved back to Virginia in 1977, and I brought that project back with me and finally finished it. And well, I finished the blocks. They stayed in a box until 2015, and I decided I needed to finish it up, so I found some all the quilt blocks were done in pink and purple, a big flower in the middle and a design around the edge of the quilt box. And I found some pink and purple flowered material and some solid pink, and made the strips to fit between the blocks, and then a little square to fit on the straight strips. And that's I think I've sold maybe 2 or 3 quilts. I always give them to the family, and that was one that I didn't put a label on. I made one in back in the 80s for one of my daughters, and I hand embroidered a label on it. Well, I embroidered right on the back of the quilt and who it was for, and when it was made. And some of my other quilts, I made overall quilts for several of the great-grandkids, and I made labels on my sewing machine for them, sewed them on the back side so everybody know who made them and when.